Swiggity swoo, how'd you do guys? This is Powerhouse Panjam and I'm back again guys with another episode, and today it's going to be the carry on series from the where I choose every Mega Evolution in the X and Y and Aura's Pokedex, and I actually make a team around it. So first episode was the Bomb Zone, now we're moving on to Absol, which is the second Mega Evolution in terms of alphabetical order. And you know what, Absol I've never come up against. It's really odd, I've never come up against it. To be honest, I've been doing VGC for 364 days. Tomorrow's actually going to be my 1 year anniversary, so I'm really hyped about this. And yeah, so I'm going to be giving this Absol the Absolite. As we have a look at it in Mega Evolution form, we can see that it has a humongous base stat of 115 attack, even 115 special attacks, decent with 115 speed. Obviously that HP defense, special defense is pretty appalling, but to be honest, the attack and speed actually make it pretty cool. Onto the moveset, I've gone with Sucker Punch. You could easily change this for Knockoff. To be honest, Knockoff probably is the better option. However, I said I wanted some stab just to try and outspeed other Sucker Punches from Marwa and Kangaskhan. So I went with Sucker Punch here. I went for Protect next. Protect is a really nice move to have. This Pokemon's HP is so bad that it sort of needs to protect. Pokemon like Kangaskhan doesn't necessarily always need Protect, but this Pokemon I think probably needs it. Then we have gone for Play Rough. The reason I went for Play Rough is to try and deal with well, it's to deal with fighting types really, because this Pokemon is weak to Fairy, Fighting, and Bug. So Play Rough is actually like a really good move to have. It can catch your opponent off guard, so Play Rough is actually an ideal move in my opinion. For our fourth move, we have actually gone with Rock Slide. Rock Slide again hits both opponents and has a 90% accuracy, which is really nice to have. Onto the EV spread, I've just gone with a really basic 400 HP, 252 in attack and 252 in speed with a jolly nature. As we move on to our next Pokemon, it is actually going to be the almighty Zapdos. Zapdos is one of the coolest legendaries by far. It is an electric flying type legendary bird, and is usually bulky, which is the spread I've gone for this time, with the Citrus Berry, which recovers 1/4 of its max HP and a half HP or less, and it does have the ability Pressure. Onto the moveset, I've gone with 90 base power and 100 accuracy just to stab. Hit Power Ice just to go for Salamences and also for Salamence and Landorus. Also Guard Chomp suffers from Hidden Power Ice as they're all 4 times weak to it. Next we've gone with Tailwind. Tailwind's just to double our speed for 4 turns. Our Pokemon on the end here, Suicune, also has Tailwind. And then we do have Protect as well, just to stop moves from afflicting this user. Onto the moveset, we've gone move spread, so we've gone with 252 in HP, 100 in defense, 80 in special attack, 48 in special defense, and 28 in speed with a bolt nature. This is a really nice EV spread to make. I actually use this on my current Zapdos because I actually buy like protein, those sort of like items that actually give 10 EVs into a certain stat. So basically you have to give 10 to the defense, 8 for special attack, and then you give 4 to special defense and 2 to speed, and you just EV train in medium level bots, and then you just get 8 EVs in there. So it's really nice to do. Obviously you have to train the HP using the horde battles, but apart from that, this Pokemon's really easy to make the EV spread. So if you guys want to use this EV spread, then go for it. Onto our third Pokemon, we are going with Heatran with the Life Orb here and Flash Fire as its ability. I prefer Life Orb and Focus Sash over any other item on most Heatrans. Life Orb is just so good. You can see like the difference it makes. Like when I used Life Orb on Terrakion, I didn't see much of a difference because usually Close Combat O-Code or it didn't. But Life Orb, like the amount of knockouts it gets on Heat Wave and Overheat and Earth Power. With a Moongus, for example, if you run like Leftovers, Heat Wave has like an iffy chance of knocking it out with 1 hit, but with Life Orb it sort of guarantees that. Onto the EV spread, I've gone with 4 in defense, 252 in special attack, and 252 in speed with a modest nature. I'm just going to try and keep the HP to an odd number, so I'm going to do that right now. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. As you can see, Absol and Zapdos both have odd numbers. As we move on to Dragonite, one of the coolest Pokemon I think in the Pokedex. Let me just do that quickly. And we do have Dragonite with, like, I don't know why people don't use it. It's such an insanely cool Pokemon. Dragon Flying type in me, it does have a 4 times weakness to Ice, which is the only problem, and Hidden Power Ice is everywhere. But it does actually get the item weakness policy that if it is hit with a super effective attack, it gets a raise in its attack and special attack by 2, which is insanely good. Next we've gone with the ability Multi-Scale, which if this Pokemon's at full HP, the damage taken from attacks is halved. So for example, if your opponent decides to go for a Hidden Power Ice first turn, it's only going to take like half the damage taken, and also it's going to get the weakness policy boost, and on that same turn you can actually set up a Dragon Dance here which raises the attack and speed by 1. So in one turn you could be at, well, 3/4 HP, you could have a +3 in attack and +1 in speed, and Dragonite has a pretty good speed, so you know, this is pretty insane. We have gone with Dragon Claw to start off with, just for a bit of stab. Next we have Earthquake, just to deal with steel types and basically fairy types really. Dragon Claw can't really hit steel types or fairy types for very good damage. So I have gone with Earthquake next. We do have Dragon Dance as I said before, and we do have Protect just to stop our opponents doubling up into Dragonite. Onto the EV spread, I've gone with 4 in HP, 252 in attack, and 252 in speed with a Jolly Nature. Onto our 5th Pokemon of the day is actually going to be Scizor, one of the coolest Pokemon. By the way, I have made Heatran and Dragonite shiny. I think I made Dragonite shiny. I'm colorblind. Yeah, I have made it shiny. Because they look pretty cool. It looks a bit like Yoshi Dragonite. Well, that's what I've been told anyway. Let's move on to Scizor next. Scizor is a cool Pokemon with the Lumberry, which cures it of any major status condition, including burn. It can't be poison, paralysis, confusion, which is really nice to know. If we had Swagger on one of our teammates, we could actually end up Swagger and Scizor one turn, which would be really cool. We do have Technician as our ability, which means this Pokemon moves to 60 base power or less, have a 1.5 times power increase. So Bullet Punch, for example, gets this increase, and so does Bug Bite. Bullet Punch has priority, which is why I put it there. Bug Bite also has a really good, like, it gets put to 90 with Technician, and it also steals the ease of target's berry. Really good if you come against a Thundurus of, not a Thunder, sorry, a Suicune. Suicune's really powerful, and Bug Bite really just sort of nurse it. We do have Sword Stance next to raise the user's attack by 2, as well as Protect just to make sure our opponents don't double up into Scizor if we set up a Sword Stance. I did actually run this Scizor on my rain team, and setting on Sword Stance was so easy, but Scizor just was a Pokemon that was a little bit too situational for my liking. Onto the EV spread, I've gone with 248 HP, 252 in attack, and 8 in HP with an Adamant Nature. 8 in speed basically just speed creeps Scizor, who put 4 in speed as well, which is really nice to know. Onto our last Pokemon, we've gone with Shiny Suicune with the Rocky Helmet. I so wish I had Heatran and Suicune shiny, but I can't get hold of them because I'm not going to stop a set for shiny perfect Pokemon. We do have Rocky Helmet on this guy, which if it is hit by a contact move, the attacker loses 1/6 of its max HP. This item is usually used on a Carmine set, but I'm just going to run Rocky Helmet because we already used up our Citrus Berry. We could use leftovers quite easily, or even something like Chesto Berry and Rest, but I'm just going to run Rocky Helmet. Do have Pressure as its ability, which means that if this Pokemon is attacked, or if it's on the field, I think, the opposing Pokemon loses 1 additional PP. I've actually come up against a guy who opened up with Zapdos and Suicune once, and I was losing 4 PP. No, I was losing 3 PP per turn. And like, I was using Sucker Punch as well, so it wasn't doing much damage at all. Onto the moveset, I've gone with Scold. Scold is just for 80 base power and 100 accuracy and a 30% chance to burn the target. Really good if you can burn them. We then do have Icy Wind just for a bit of speed control. It actually has a 100% chance to lower the foes speed by 1. Notice that it actually hits both opponents, as well as having Tailwind just for some speed control. And we also do have Protect to finish it off. Onto the EV spreads, we've gone with a very basic 252 in HP, 60 in defense, 76 in special attack, and 120 in special defense, with a Calm Nature making this guy a special wall sort of. So this team can actually be used in both doubles and singles, guys. You would have to obviously change some moves. So instead of Icy Wind, you probably put Ice Beam. What else? Instead of Heat Wave on Heatran, you put Flamethrower, etc. But you guys can definitely make this work. It'll probably be in the OU tier. I don't think there's any Ubers here. But yeah, so that's my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I really enjoyed the Abomasnow team build too. This video was actually supposed to, the Abomasnow team build was supposed to go up last night, but for some reason my computer didn't actually register as it has been uploaded. So for some reason I had to upload it this morning, which I'm really sorry about, but that's about it. I will bring you this upload today as well, so I hope you guys enjoy. So like I said before, guys, don't forget to leave a like or even comment only if you want to. Depends if you enjoyed the video or not, or even if I slightly entertained you today. So thanks for watching, guys. Go check out my other content, and for now, Pan Chan people, goodbye.